FBI Director James Comey says no reasonable prosecutor would bring a case against Hillary Clinton. Presidential contender Donald Trump lost no time in tweeting this out. The system is rigged. General Petraeus got in trouble for far less. Very, very unfair. As usual, bad judgment. With me now, former prosecutor Alexandra Kincaid and criminal defense attorney Nick Fortuna. Welcome to you both. Alexandra, FBI Director Comey says Hillary Clinton and her staff were extremely careless. Should carelessness go unpunished at that level?
Absolutely not. And apparently Director Comey has not met the right prosecutors, because if he had, this case would be prosecuted and he would know that. This was a very carefully crafted speech that was clearly intended to sway the public in his direction. He lays out a plethora of evidence that goes to circumstantially, at least, prove Hillary's intent, and then at the same time, he admits that she was extremely careless. And of course, what does extremely careless mean? It means that she was negligent. And there's federal law that says negligence is enough in this situation to charge her, and she absolutely should be charged criminally under the circumstances.
Nick, do you agree with that?
No, absolutely not. I mean, actually, what Director Comey did should be celebrated. He did an exhaustive investigation. He is a neutral party. He worked for George W. Bush's administration prior to becoming the director of the FBI under Obama. He explained in detail his exhaustive review of specifically reading 30,000. Wait just a minute, I'm not done yet.
There are so many prosecutors that disagree with that. So many reasonable prosecutors,
first of all,
friends
Hillary
of Comey
Clinton,
disagree with him.
Hillary Clinton
astute legal
is not the only
minds
person.
disagree with him. Absolutely.
Talking over me isn't going to make your point correct.
Nick, let me come back to you, Nick, for a minute. Go ahead, finish your point, Nick, and then...
Hillary Clinton and every other Secretary of State before her did not use the government system for passing on emails. The only person who's ever used the government system for transmitting emails is John Kerry. So every other person before her, all her predecessors, did not use it. Now, if there's a crime, wait, hold on a second. If there's a crime, it has to be with intent to commit a crime, with the intent to handle. Well, I'm sorry, you didn't read the statute or listen to
Apparently you did. There are 4 different
He's
statutes
a former
that she's
federal
actually violated. She could be charged with numerous crimes, and she should be. He's a former U.S. attorney, he's a director of FBI, and he has no dog in this hunt. He is a
Nick, I just want to follow up on one point, because we have to wrap up the conversation. But I heard what you said about the FBI director being apolitical. But there are people who say that in fact, he was subject to undue influence. Let's call it that. Can you see that?
What kind of undue influence? He threatened to resign under George W. Bush if George W. Bush's foreign policy didn't follow the law. He's stood up many times before. I don't know him personally, but the public record of his acts show that he acts independently. He has the ability to.
Deirdre,
he's
if
the
he
FBI
was acting
director
independently, why wouldn't he let the Attorney General make the decision here? Why is he making the decision? He's not the one to do that.
Right.
This should be put to a grand jury.
First of all, he didn't make the decision. He recommended to the Attorney General no prosecution
the entire public,
take place.
And he has opened the door wide for her to now say no.
Okay.
Gee.
Yeah,
as it turns out, we're going to continue the conversation. Nick,
asserting politics over law.
All right. Alexandra, Nick, thank you both. I'm glad to have both points of view. Both welcome back. There'll be more to talk about, trust me. Thank you in the meantime.